Hello and welcome to Soul in Balance. And how's everybody feeling this week? Full moon in Sagittarius tomorrow, 23rd of May at 2 degrees and 55 minutes of Sagittarius. The sun will be in Gemini and the moon will be in Sagittarius. It'll be happening in Melbourne at 11:55, I think, p.m. So it'll happen tomorrow night for people in Melbourne. But great news for Australians all around right now. In Parliament, they passed this week the digital ID. Oh my God, exciting news. No doubt Melbourne will be the first city to go fully digital, so definitely be like China in Melbourne very soon. So I think they said 2030 Australia will be completely digital. So I'm actually really glad that I'm going to Sicily in August to find somewhere to live, find a location somewhere in Sicily, to get out of here. I definitely do not want to be part of that system. Absolutely not. Just credit scores and, not being able to, buy things without some kind of digital identification or microchip or something like that. If you do the wrong thing, money just gets taken out of your account, or your money gets frozen, or if you're not complying, or, I just don't know anybody that's, just can't wait for this system just to come in. But yes, so full moon in Sagittarius, they're always quite, hey Eddie, how you going? Full moon in Sagittarius, they're always quite positive. No matter what the aspects are, they're usually very, very positive, because Jupiter is Jupiter's the ruler of Sagittarius. And so Jupiter's like a big gas planet, and it expands things. So it can expand things to a negative perspective, don't get me wrong. But usually a full moon in Sagittarius is quite positive. And so the ruler of this full moon, as I just said, is Jupiter, and Jupiter is at the last degrees of Taurus. So the sun is at 2 degrees of Gemini, then we have Venus and Jupiter at the last degrees of Taurus. So they're very, very close. It's what we would call a conjunction. And also the ruler of Taurus, which is Venus. So Jupiter and Venus are together, and it kind of really points to the direction of what this full moon is about. So, if we think about, because Venus co-rules Libra, which is relationships and external love, and Taurus is the internal love of Venus, of the love of the self, kind of like what I have. So if we put Jupiter and Venus together, Jupiter being expansion, beliefs, positivity, our direction forward, aiming into the future. It's also international travel. It can be many things, but it's with self-love. It's with self-worth. It's with how we make money, how we look, how we present ourselves to the world, beauty, fertility. So, coming together there with the sun in Gemini, it's really just saying, where's your head at? You need to be transforming your beliefs about yourself. This is a time to be really optimistic, and it can be a time where we're just feeling extra positive, extra confident. Could be in the way that we look. Maybe we're feeling more confident in the way we look and the way we're presenting ourselves. Maybe we're doing, better things for our body. Maybe we've quit smoking, or maybe we're not eating sugar, so we're more happy with our body and how our body looks. And it could be maybe you've changed your hair or something like that. There's many things that can be going on, but it can also represent a new way of making money. Maybe you've had you know, maybe you've started a new job, or maybe you've been promoted, maybe you've started working online. You know, there's many things that can be going on, but I do feel like it's definitely around the themes of self-worth, how you're presenting yourself, self-love, and our, you know, and how we're thinking about those things. It's very much stemming from the mind, how our mind is perceiving things. Gemini, Sun in Gemini. So we're closing off an old cycle, full moon in Sagittarius, because full moon is an ending, closing off an old cycle of beliefs that aren't real, that were probably never real, an old program that we were running on about ourselves that is just over now, completely diminished. And we've all pretty much felt like this probably for a couple of months now, especially the last month. So especially since that Uranus-Jupiter conjunction. So also with this full moon, it's making aspects out to Pluto. So the Sun is trining Pluto, and the full moon will be sextiling Pluto. So Pluto is about death and transformation, again highlighting this ending of the old, our ending of our old beliefs about ourselves, our old beliefs about how lovable we are, how worthy we are, how much money we deserve, you know, what we look like, you know. So there's just a lot of death and transformation. And if there's something you need to be working with at this point in time, if you're somebody that likes to work with the full moon, you know, just work on beliefs, your belief systems about yourself. And it can also represent, like with Jupiter and Venus together, Venus is the feminine, and Jupiter, especially in Vedic astrology, Jupiter's the husband. So we're also seeing a lot of people, you know, meeting new partners, getting into new relationships, meeting people that are more on our level, you know, because we've all let go of relationships and toxic situations and our old patterns and things like that. So we can see transformations in relationships, where relationships are evolving to a new level, where people are growing together and overcoming difficulty together, or just completely new relationships coming together as well. So it is quite beautiful what's happening in the world at large, despite the Parliament passing the new digital ID in Australia, and you know what's going on in Gaza and the rest of the world. But I don't know, on an individual level, I think most of us are feeling quite positive about life and moving forward. There is still this energy of moving forward, and I've been saying it for a couple of months now, but it is quite, you know, it is still the narrative of what is going on. Yeah, so it's definitely a time of standing in your truth. And we're seeing that right now. Like, we're still seeing that with the blocking of the celebrities. More and more people are getting on with the blocking of celebrities. We're seeing all over the world universities protesting about what's going on in Gaza. Like, even Melbourne University here, people are protesting every single day and losing their university degrees, which I think doesn't matter. Like, during the pandemic, I was studying a health science degree, natural medicine, and I actually had to lose that degree because I didn't want to drink the Kool-Aid. And at the time, it was pretty devastating. Like, I was, you know, my whole life has been, you know, around natural medicine and healing people naturally and helping people heal themselves and educating people so they can, you know, live a beautiful life of health and happiness and know how to heal themselves. And for me, losing that degree was pretty devastating. But now that I look back on it, I could care less, you know, like, as long as I can help friends and family and people that I care about, that's all that matters. So yeah, for the people that are in Melbourne losing their university degrees, I completely feel for you. I know what it's like to lose something standing up for humanity. But I promise you, it's a choice that you'll be glad that you took, you know, like, in many ways that university degree wasn't serving you anyway, and you'll find that it's a stepping stone to something else. And, you know, maybe there's something else coming for you, or some other position in the world that you need to take. So Yeah, but it's not just universities in Melbourne. Universities all over the world are protesting what's happening in Gaza. Like, and it really does show you that it's got nothing to do with the people. It's all just a chessboard. Like that, like if you think about it realistically, the Palestinian flag, there's no flag in history that has been waved or shown more in the whole entire world than the Palestinian flag. More than, like, we've never seen so many protests like what we're seeing for Gaza and Palestine and what's happening with that genocide, and still nothing is being done. So it really does show you that, you know, it's all about the people in power, and it's all just a chessboard, and we're just all, you know, we're all just the pawns, and you know, you don't know who's going to be next in that chessboard. Like, oh my God. But yeah, so it's definitely a time of standing in your truth. And like I just said before, we're seeing that with the universities, we're seeing that with the protesting, we're seeing that with the blocking of celebrities, and we should be doing that in our own lives as well. Like, we shouldn't be scared to stand in our own truth and be worrying about what other people think. Who cares if you lose a certain friendship group? Because if you lose them, they weren't your friends anyway. If you lose a job or a relationship or something with your family, if it rocks the boat with your family, you standing in your truth, you being who you really are, then, you know, it's a wake-up call to take the rose-colored glasses off and see what your reality really is. Like, we need to be strong enough to stand in our truth and own our beliefs and how we see things in the world. But yes, I think it's a really beautiful full moon. Myself, I'm feeling quite positive and confident with life. I actually got a new position at work. I'm the marketing coordinator now. So I'm like running all the social media, all the marketing, and all our events. So it's quite exciting. Alrighty, so cards for the week. Now, the first card with sacred geometry is duality. Now, we've been experiencing a lot of duality for a while now, at least the last year, since the nodes have gone into the Aries Libra dynamic. You know, and it's playing out in our world stage. We look at what's happening with Israel and Gaza, with the masculine and the feminine, and white and black, and trans and non-trans, and Islam and Christianity. Like, the duality and the, you know, like the opposition that we're seeing so much in our world is like full on. It's like full force opposition. Duality is just like, but the thing is with duality, it's all so we can meet in the middle somewhere, so we can find middle ground. But to get there, we need to be in those polar opposite positions. You know, that's how growth is, you know, developed or comes about. So just understand, if you are facing duality at this time, it is so you can reflect and meet somewhere in the middle, and just understand that we all need to be doing this on a global level, you know, especially until those the nodes shift out of Aries and Libra. So again, with the moving forward theme, we've got great adventure, take a risk, venture forward, walk your truth. And adding to that, I've got 8 of Wands, which all these 3 cards is about moving forward, moving into the future, moving into the new. And all I can say, if you're stuck in the past on an old program that you've been running on the last 16 years, if you're going back to ex-partners, if you're staying in things that aren't working, if you aren't updating your program and moving in a forward direction, then you're not getting the lesson at this time. At this time, it is about moving forward, you know, owning a new, updated, upgraded version of you, like 2.0. So like Alicia 2.0, I'm Alicia 2.0 right now. Like, there's no doubt about it, new and improved. So, you know, we all should be in that kind of frame of mind at this point of time. We're upgrading our lives, we're leveling up our lives, and we're moving forward in a new direction. The past is gone. The old program is gone. It's like, if you're still running on it, it's because you're choosing to run on that old program still, you know, like, and if you are, I would suggest getting some kind of counseling or therapy or doing something to help yourself process old stuff, because not to make anybody feel bad, but usually when we're still running on an old program, it's usually because there's fear. There's a lot of fear there, fear of processing things that are stagnant, you know. Like, but I think for people that are stuck on an old program, just understand that so many of your gifts and so much of your magnetism and power and what you offer to the world is in that darkness. The light, Pandora's box, is in that darkness. So go into your trauma, go into your stuff, figure out what it is, and just let it go. Like, heal that stuff. Finally get out of that old program. So that's enough about that. But anyway, when you do all those things and you start moving forward and you're in the high priest, so when you're connecting to your higher self, moving forward, connecting to your updated version of you, your new software, your upgrade, that's when you get the 10 of Cups. You're not going to get the 10 of Cups running on the old program, not being confident in yourself, not loving yourself, you know, like not improving your life. You're not going to get the 10 of Cups. You know, it's just going to go straight probably to the 10 of Swords, or to a Tower moment, or to the Death card. Either way, wherever you are on your journey, you're at where you're meant to be. You know, like, so don't feel bad for wherever you are, but if you are still stuck in the old program, start moving forward, because you deserve it. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have a life that's what you're here for, you know, what you came to this life to experience. You didn't come here just to experience the old program, and we're all leveling up so much, and I hope everybody is feeling that way at this point in time, because it really is such a great time to uplift and be who we really want to be. And this is why I've included in this video some of my tuning forks, because this is what I use to help me. Now, I usually use these for my healing sessions with clients, for like Reiki and sound healing and stuff like that. And I also use them personally. They're really good for uplifting your energy, like raising your vibration. So I'll go through some of the ones that I use. Now, I use this one, which is 4096 hertz. Now, I'll hit it so you can see what it sounds like. It's really, really high frequency. So if I'm in a really low vibration, could be, you know, in a state of fear or panic or anxiety, I'll use this, especially around like my head. And you can buy these on eBay, you can buy these on Amazon. They're really easy to get, and they are quite cheap as well. I did buy these quite a long time ago. I'm not sure of the price now, but they are, you know, quite inexpensive. And then we also have 528 hertz, and then we also have 432 hertz. Now, I use these like predominantly in the morning, especially if I wake up from like a nightmare or something like that. So 528 hertz is the hertz, like the frequency of love, and 432 hertz is the frequency of the universe. So this is the 432, and that's 528. And I also use this one on my skull, actually. It's Om, and it's the frequency of Earth, which is 136.10 hertz. This one's amazing, and it's got weights on it. So like when you hit it on something, and I usually put it up here, and you can feel it in your skull, and you can use it for anything. You can use it for period pain, you can use it for headaches, you can use it for heart pain. I use it for many, many things, but yeah, Om frequency 136.10 hertz is amazing, absolutely amazing. And lastly, I want to show you, which is 174 hertz. This one is good for like clearing negative energy that's attached to you. Just say you've gone out somewhere and you feel like you've picked up other people's energy or things like that. 174 hertz is perfect for removing like external vibrations and connections and things that you've picked up throughout your day. So yes, I hope that was helpful. They are really beautiful. They really do change your frequency. Especially like, I tend to put these like next to my ears because it all starts in here, you know, like this is where, you know, this is the control center here and here. And then just these, like these two frequencies, 528 and 432 are amazing. Literally, like it will shift your frequency like immediately to like mega positive, happy, optimistic. So yes, yeah, that's it for me, guys. I think so. Yeah, that's what's going on in the world right now. But yeah, until next week, I hope you have a great week. Happy full moon in Sagittarius. Set some intentions for yourself. You know, like focus on up-leveling your life and making your life what you want, you know, like being the life you deserve. But yeah, that's it. Have a good one and I'll see you soon. Bye.